Hey there, it's been a few minutes since I posted a video. Wanted to give you a quick update. Obviously, I'm at home and not at my shop, but been fighting the seasonal changes a little bit. Been working overtime at my day job, and when I get done working at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, it's usually a lot easier to flip on YouTube for an hour and go to bed than I get super excited about driving down to the shop and working out in the cold. But we will get back to it. I was watching a build channel the other day, and the gal made a like a self type of pledge to like every morning for a week get up at 5 a.m. and go work on her bus. I'm not a morning person, and that doesn't really jive with my day job anyway, so that's not going to happen. But I do like the idea of a daily challenge to get out there and work on the bus. So I may try that here in the next upcoming couple of weeks, but I'm going to be out of town this weekend and traveling for work all of next week. So maybe right before Christmas time or so, I can get into that groove. But I am going to upload right after I get done rambling the few video clips I shot a few weeks ago. I started insulating my shop so I can work out there in the winter. It's not done. I've been meaning to get back down there and finish that task so I can actually get back to working on windows on the bus, but figured I'd post an update video once, and I'll go ahead and just tack on part one of insulating my shop. Hope you enjoy, and hopefully we'll catch you soon with another video update. Thanks for watching.
Short weeks ago, including that potential trip to Indianapolis. Hard to believe, but Minnesota hasn't won this game in 7 years. Iowa's won 17 of the last 21, so really dominating the series as of late, and look for another convincing win here today. Hawks arriving, of course, at the stadium on the team bus powered by the Iowa Soybean Association and fueled by biodiesel. Proudly fueling the team bus, Iowa leading the nation in biodiesel production and using biodiesel, providing cleaner and healthier air, homegrown jobs, and value.
Hey everyone, hope you can hear me over all the wind noise. It's a blustery day in Iowa. Winter has come early this year, but I just got back from Menards and Harbor Freight, so my workbench is a disaster, needs cleaned up. And in the back we have more chaos. Hey, does that sound familiar? But I was never able to find a bargain on any insulation at the Habitat for Humanity restores. So I finally just bit the bullet and bought some Menards. I got some R19, and that is going to go on the back wall and then up on the ceiling of my shop so I can work out here. It's in the low 20s today, Fahrenheit. I think that's what, -4, -5 Celsius, something like that. So that's going to be about all I do today. As I think the radio or the camera picked up on the radio, it is Hawkeye game day, so I'm heading up to the pub to meet a couple of my friends, watch the game, and may come back here tonight and work on stuff a little bit, but otherwise I'll be back tomorrow hanging insulation so I can work in here. Haven't done anything out here really for 2 weeks. Last weekend I had my niece all weekend, so I was at home spending time with her and keeping her out of things. She's 3 years old and gets into everything, so we do not come to the shop on days where she is with me. But so nothing in here has really changed too much. One of those Amazon boxes on the workbench does have the magnetic hooks, so I can hang my lights in here. Otherwise, it's about the same. Also, while I was at Menards, I grabbed some 2x4s so I can build a basically a frame structure for the air conditioners to set on once I start lowering from the roof. So today was mostly a supply run day, and it's now time for some football, and then maybe tonight and definitely tomorrow I'll be out here getting some work done. All right, we're back out here for day 2. Picked up the rest of the insulation at Menards, and we're going to start hanging that. Did not get back out here Saturday night after the ball game. It was too dark, too cold, and had too much fun watching the ball game. So, goal for today, we need to get all of this stuff cleaned up and put away. Some new tools I put away. Bought another paper towel holder. That one works really well, but I have both cheap paper towels for cleaning up messes and shop towels for things that aren't as messy. So I need to get that set up. And I bought another set of, I brought another set of formula cans from the house, because I tend to go through a lot of these. So we're gonna get that done, and then we're gonna see if my plan for insulation is going to work out. So I think the way I'm gonna try to do this is, you can never have enough clamps. I bought a whole bunch of these little 1.5 inch clamps. So I think what I can do is clamp these on the C-channels up there, and then string some twine, which I have out in the truck. Other side. Twine. So anyway, the rough game plan is to probably double or triple loop this twine. It's fairly strong stuff, but run these between 2 or 3 clamps up along there, and then hang the bat insulation off of that. Yes, that is a completely jury-rigged way of doing things, not even close to how I would love to do it, but I am not allowed to permanently affix anything to the metal, so that means no drilling, suspend it the way I would like to, so this will get the job done, I guess. Anyway, put the camera down. I'm going to start some music. Need to find a pop. Get started. Okay, you gotta love cheap Amazon crap. So I bought these magnetic hooks. They don't even come assembled, which, that's fine, whatever. But they come with this little screw that goes through the ring and into the magnet. But the screw, you can tell on this one, the screw is way too long. So if you actually tighten this all the way down, which it is not, like, you've got this giant screw hanger right in the middle of your hook. That's just stupid. Why would you do that? Okay, don't mind the diesel in the background. Just had to make a Menards run. I am on plan number 47 for insulating my ceiling. Finally decided, after I tried a few other cheaper things that weren't going to work, that I'm just going to suspend some 2x4s off the steel. As I've mentioned 100 times, I'm not allowed to permanently bolt or screw into these panels, but I can just suspend them 2x4s and then hang insulation off them. So had to get the party bus out and go for a run to Menards. that thing's still handy to have. I guess I could have taken my bus, but it would have been a little cold with no windows in it. So the party bus is there ready to go. Anyway, those are all up there now. I'm going to start grabbing those rolls of insulation and suspending them. All right, welcome to Above the Bus, where we have 2x4 slats suspended from the ceiling, and the first roll, squat down, of insulation, run across. I'm going to have to find a way to make those ends meet up on the next board and probably get my staple gun out and just staple it to that 2x4 so it's not dangling there. But I think this is going to work. I'm getting ready to do the next 2 rolls. I'm going to start pushing them. I've got my handy dandy little paint stick here that I'm going to use to push them over the gap above the workbench. And I think what I'm actually going to do is, there's not really a good way to insulate up front by the door, so I think I'm just going to leave that hang over there down to roughly the roof line of the bus, give or take. And that'll help keep some of the cold out that door from coming in and the heat escaping. So anyway, coming right along, back to work. All right, it's almost quitting time, but the ceiling is mostly done. You can see down the end there where I have to connect the insulation. I just used my staple gun and stapled to that last 2x4, but I couldn't reach over there off the edge of the bus, so I'm gonna have to get the ladder out to do those. But got it all the way up to the front, and they just kind of dangle down a couple feet there, which is fine. Because that roll-up door, I can't go all the way to the edge of the door anyway. And the whole idea is to, keep some of the heat up top trapped in. And there's all kinds of gaps around that door. This building was never designed or intended to be airtight or insulated, but this will make using that propane heater possible. So I think it's looking good so far. I'm about done for a day, but when I come back out here next time, I've got a few more rolls yet. So I'm going to continue going, because right now we're about to the end of the bus, which means there's another 10 feet to that back wall. So I'm going to keep going down the ceiling and then go down that back wall, because that back wall over there is an exterior wall, and that's the east side of the building. So I'm going to basically keep going in these rows or columns, whatever you want to call them, all the way down to the edge, and then they'll just drop straight down that back wall. And I do have 2 more rolls then. I'm just going to do one along the corner there all the way up, and another one on this side to keep some of the warm air from escaping into the neighboring units. So that is the plan. It's coming along, and I'm going to pack up my stuff and get out of here for tonight.